Brussels has been warned against trying to bully the UK in Brexit negotiations as Sir Ian Duncan-Smith explained. The EU hasn't come to terms with the UK's power since the December general election. Sir Ian Duncan-Smith said the European Union is having to catch up with the UK after the December general election gained Boris Johnson a huge majority in Parliament. The former Conservative leader noted that Brussels can't bully the UK anymore into adopting EU policies in the Brexit negotiations. It comes as UK-EU negotiations have stalled as the bloc wants access to UK fishing waters in a trade agreement. Speaking to Brexit Watch, Sir Ian said, "I think everything changed in December when we held the election. I think the EU is playing catch-up on that without really realising it. We are in a much stronger position than we were before, we don't look over our shoulders any longer as a government. We don't have to worry about Parliament. Essentially the government can get through whatever it needs to get through in regards to Europe. That has cut out one of the levers Mr Barnier used very carefully with those who were opposed to leaving and therefore those keen to do anything to hamstring our departure. They've now left the pitch, they're no longer of any great concern. That means when the government decides it wants to do something that it can get it done internally. Now the EU has to figure out how to deal with a country that has a significant majority in its government and can actually get stuff through. You can't bully them any longer and I don't think they've quite come to terms with that." The EU's chief Brexit negotiator has told Boris Johnson to stick to his promises as he warned there would not be a trade deal otherwise. Michel Barnier appeared to play hardball with the Prime Minister ahead of a fourth round of trade talks this week as he insisted the prospect of a no-deal end to the transition period this year would be compounded by the impact of the COVID-19 crisis. Mr Barnier told the Sunday Times there would not be an agreement at any cost. With talks on future trading arrangements seemingly in deadlock over issues like fisheries, Britain has only until July 1 to seek an extension to the transition period.